Hey everyone, Patrick here again from PMusicK, coming to you with what I call saxophone PSA, and it has to do with swabbing your saxophone. So many of my students, when you start out, you rent your saxophone or buy your saxophone from the store, and they'll give you one of these little care kits, right? Or they'll sell them to you, they're really cheap. Mine's $2.96 is one that I got back in the day. They're probably like $5 or $10 now. They come with cork grease, little polishing cloth, a neck cleaner, mouthpiece cleaner, but they also come with a saxophone swab, and they're usually pretty awful. And so why they're awful is what I've seen repeatedly in these care kits is these saxophone swabs. So first off, a swab, right? Usually this cloth-like material on one end to get all the spit and condensation out of your saxophone. And it's got a little weight at the bottom as well, attached to a string, right? So you can pull it through your saxophone. Usually what come in these kits, though, the cloth part is like this little square sponge-like material, and then it has like a little circular sponge attached to it in the center of it, right? So you got the square with a little circular sponge in the center of it, and then the string, of course. And these are terrible, in my opinion. What happens is, because that sponge-like material is so dense and thick, you go to put it through your instrument, right? You put it through the bell like this, and when it comes time to pull it out of this top part here, right? So many times that sponge gets stuck right up here in the top. And then I got students, young students, right, just trying to yank this thing out because, what else can you do? The thing's just jammed in there because it's a pretty bad design. They mean well, I'm sure, but I've just seen it time and time again. Students have to bring their saxes into the shop, or, the dad comes out with pliers and whatnot to get the thing out. But really, it can be really damaging to your saxophone, especially if that thing gets really stuck in there. You try to yank it through all the tubing here. And of course, can't really use that on a neck either, right? Good luck getting the sponge through that. So, my PSA, my little public service announcement here is to just spend the money in the beginning. These things are like $10. But get one of these nice silk ones, these silk cloths, right? One of these guys right here. Passes through the saxophone really easily. I've never had this thing get caught in my saxophone. And it does a good job of picking up all the spit and condensation in the saxophone. And it also has a really nice weight at the end, I've found, with these slightly more expensive swabs. Sometimes you get the really cheap ones that the weight pretty much does nothing when going through the saxophone, so you end up having to reach in and pull it out of the saxophone. But you can see how small this tubing is right at the top. So when you feed the swab in through the bell and you try to get it out of this little part here, you need something that's going to pass through pretty easily, and those sponge ones that come with the care kits just don't do it. So plenty of other good stuff in the care kits, right? Cork grease and all that you definitely need. But I would just spend the money early on, $10 like I said, not too expensive. But get one of these nice silk sax swabs, and you'll be done with it.